Today na the 30th day of December 2020. And today we want come look back inside 2020 as the president been tell we in January say 2020 go be a year of delivery. A lot of things be happen inside 2019. So we come inside 2020 with people them we not been glad with waiting things then look like. So the president been take the ministers, MDs them care and go for a retreat. And inside that retreat day, now the president go tell them say this year for be the year of delivery. So one can watch the year done. Waiting deliver. Waiting we need for remind them come 2021. Again, we go get an update on the passport withholding na airport. We will get an update on that. But for right now, make we see waiting NACOVAC give for COVID-19 status update for today. The one make we know say the labs them analyze 947 tests them. 947 tests. Now in the labs they analyze na salon for today inside the past 24 hours. And with the results then come back, 14 be turned out for be positive. The 14 will be positive. Now so then be look like from the district here. Western Area Urban 11. Western Area Rural 1. Inbound passengers 2. Yes, diaspora. Inbound passengers 2. This one don't care now, diaspora to 55. Inbound passengers now don't get 55 total. From where inbound passengers then begin test positive na salon. Okay. Because of the 14 new cases them we get today, the total confirmed positive cases in salon now don't reach 2,583. For the past 24 hours, nobody no lost in life to COVID-19, so we still stand at 76. For the past 24 hours, 16 people recover from COVID-19 na salon. I don't say we not get this number within 24 hours, but 16 people recover from COVID-19 na salon for the past 24 hours. Whether one they don't care the total number of people them we don't beat coronavirus now na salon to 1,891. The one that where they in quarantine 313. We already know. As long as the new cases then they go up and the contact tracing team then they're out there for look for the primary and secondary contacts them, obviously the number of them in quarantine go up. The one that don't discharge from quarantine, they don't reach now 12,415. Let me see what in the Mano River Union countries them count with. For today, Sierra Leone na 14. Yeah, but Guinea self pulling Guinea 0. Liberia 0. Huh? Liberia wait. It's you want to like say COVID-19 don't la Liberia. Eh? Because you don't say small and not get one positive case. I think I can talk a number but I need one, but before the program done, why they come for give me on closing, I think I'll go for can check on Liberia and make a robot the small and see what in now then test rate span 24 hours and everything wait till go able for fame. But today Liberia gets 0. Ivory Coast, I don't think say that the Mano River Union countries them. Ivory Coast and Guinea then can compete, but Ivory Coast they are just off the chain. Today, Ivory Coast gets 74. So, the Mano River Union countries, them, total for today, the new cases, them, now 88. The cumulative death, na same like yesterday. Salon 76, Guinea 80, Liberia 83, Ivory Coast 137. We don't lost now a total of 376 people na the Mano River Union countries them. Now this na the status update for today. But since we did Naya, and na something we be don't deal with Naya, when the president being given an address to the nation for say, then go begin for all passports. Because waiting do where the president be say, he say somehow when then they go give fake address. Eh? When you look at it, and because we not get data system, that make some man go just make up address, make up whatever then can make up for me to enter the country. After that, I begin think say, who's other people and say, okay, we Sierra Leoneans them, because I be there explain what be bring about that reason they where people then begin forgive fake address na airport. People let me begin forgive fake address na airport where a theory be they go around at that time say where you go na airport you fill information the address where you left there na they make armed robbers them go attack you na net. Then they na be waiting in the news will be they go around at that time where people learn from the diaspora they go salon then every week one person from the diaspora go get attacked from armed robbers them. So then be seen out from the airport and then they leak the secret. So what begin go around, we were then at the diaspora. I don't know if you not be here that time. What we begin go around, we were then at the diaspora for say, no give address we go na airport to because we give address then and then airport people and then they shape them to am. This is long years ago, not to now. And then they shape them to then armed robbers them, then they do deal, then no then go attack you, then go shape and blah 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 blah. So now so people then come up with that ideology there for making them they go and give fake information na airport. But now, because of that, even when COVID day, you get form for fill. You get for put your address there, you get for put everything there. So people them still be they do the fake thing. And NACOVAC and the government of Sierra Leone, the president self not been glad for that. So because of that, then say, well now, then go begin old people in passport. The reason why they say the old people in passport, say because when you passport today with them, your attention, 100% then go get them. Then go get you attention 100% because waiting do you passport today with them. People and they say, well, the passport holding and okay, make I just read now because with that day we get questions them for ask. But make we just read waiting we learn now today when this particular one they begin work na Lunge Airport. Yeah? This now waiting the public notice say. And say this for inform for say COVID-19 screening for inbound passengers them they don't check them back. You remember say then say as time they go on then go they revise, then go they revisit, then go they check. So the screening for inbound passenger they say they don't go look them back two time. And we then look them. The president be don't tell we, but they say now this thing now then come up with. Effective the 1st of January 2021. Passport of all passenger them with the fly inside saloon shall then go olam na Lunge International Airport. Uda go olam na the immigration department na go hold your passport until a negative COVID-19 PCR certificate is issued. The Immigration Department from the 1st of January 2021 go hold your passport. Then go hold your passport until the test where you do, the PCR test where you do, show say you negative. Okay? Then say Sierra Leone don't witness increased volume of airline passengers them, particularly for the past 3 weeks. Here we diaspora. Okay. Salon again don't witness increased volume of airline passengers them with their holiday makers the way they go Salon, particularly for the past 3 weeks. Some of them deliberately, by willful, then they provide false information on the health locator form, we make them practically difficult or even impossible for the surveillance team for make them track positive cases. They say as we continue for address the community transmission, because we all know, say he already there before we na the diaspora, even they go Salon. He did it. But then say, as they already know, say, the community transmission is there. The response is deeply concerned about the report of that new variant, that new coronavirus within some parts of the world, with significantly high level of transmission. And they say possibly even deadlier than the one we did now. They say possibly. They say this measure, then hope say it go help for keep cases them within the radar of surveillance. So that way it go help for prevent the unwarranted spread of the virus inside we community them. The passport, I want to make you listen now because this is a question no people and me they ask. The passport go be safe in the custody of the Immigration Department at all material times. Your passport go be in safe custody. So why they worry? Your passport go be in safe custody of Immigration Department at all material times, and same will ensure when at the same and the Immigration Department go ensure delivery. Hey, listen, no. The Immigration Department go ensure delivery to the rightful holders. To the person we spot for you at the designated location point. Usai na the designated location collection point. Usai na the designated collection point. Nakovac, King Tom, Freetown. So, your passport na Nakovac den headquarter within a King Tom. You sabi the King Tom field Usai that Slafa building, you know say Slafa lent Nakovac right now. Well, that building there. Now there you get to go collect your passport. After you don't get your result, say you negative. I don't know now if you're positive, if we then go admit you, and then they go give you passport or now way, I don't know, because they not tell we about Andy. Because then tell we say, now the first paragraph say, all inbound passengers then go withheld then passports at the Lunge International Airport by the Immigration Department until a negative COVID-19 PCR certificate is issued. So if a positive is issued, they not tell we about that one day. So the one them where they afraid now say them passport go lost. I think that first paragraph just tell you about when you negative, who side they go pick her up. So if you positive, how you come, how you go get your passport? Or then go still hold am till you negative. Then you go yonder for go pick and back? Eh? So I mean they not talk about the positive. Even if you positive, then go still keep another in custody. Till you do you 14 days, you do almost test, then they say you negative, then you go there now for go pick am. Okay. Or when they come in contact with you, because if you're positive, then still get your passport, and then say the reason why then the olam now for make the when the results come on, it go be easier for make them get your attention. These are some of the questions still where they linger around this one. But for today, we don't hear the update. Starting the 1st of January. This na the law na salon. If you get for go salon, be prepared, be ready for make you hand over your passport to immigration. Hand over your passport to immigration. And so salon say, it's a sovereign land, like a country on its own, not a village. Even a village, if they get lordy. Because we don't want to make person go salon and go begin cause sin. Begin go make sin they say, oh, and give me passport, this and that, my dear. Now the law this so. If you know well with you not agree with the law, don't go there. We've said that here before, and I repeat and back again today. You don't want to wampa we own for left na ya, go salon, we then taking passport na ya, and then it won't begin cause. A lot of people they ask, what if they lost her? Well, they not put her na ya, so they say then go keep her. They say then go keep her for you safe in the safe custody of the immigration department. Now then go keep her. How then go keep him? I don't know. How then go for pull him from the airport care and go na Nakovac headquarter and no sabi. But then say where you test negative, if you be put person name for pick him up or na yourself get for pick him up, you can go na Nakovac the headquarter na Kintom, you go pick him up there. At this then say. Like I said the last time, me I forbidden lek for make them do how Ghana they do them. Ghana get the PCR and $150 for them. They need to take nobody in passport. 30 to 45 minutes, max 1 hour. They don't done with you, they left you for go. Now then they then be choose fine, but they not choose that one day. Then choose for keep the passport. And say because we then keep them, trust me. We all know that in so also your passport day. Now you have to go there. You can't wait for make you get that notification for tell you say you test negative and you go for your passport. But how soon will you test negative? You go for your passport, then go tell you your passport's available. Or then say now when I younger for the third batch where they come. The other batch don't come, but will not fed the only come back tomorrow. It's Sierra Leone. We know. So on the first, we get for wait and see for some of we get 2 passports. Even all 2 they want tick. Why not think say you not go for they not go for can search me say where your other passport. Because if I the fly go salon, a salon passport I the fly with. A salon passport now I go fly with, so I go give them. After negative come out, I call for my passport, I go take her. Omar from Minneapolis, they actually say which of the COVID tests where then they perform at the airport. Now all two. Then they do the rapid, then they do the PCR. And they do rapid and then they do PCR. Mathayanobi, they ask how long this law they last for. Then go get for revise them back. Then go get for revise them. Michael Coker say, exactly. People them way intend. I know a lot of people when they go salon, now that lunge exists and they use them just they go to the provinces. Then they even go inside Friton. So now those people are forced to either stay in Friton or how you go say? Maybe they want to do a test. So I they say because we all know say salon na tout for year na ain't travel the ABD for December and for April. Na tout for year na ain't travel ABD. So before they say just by the end of January, salon do empty back. Then the few people the way they go, we go see if they go get for lift time. Then maybe or the one left until say after April, I don't know. But for now, until it's revised, it still stand like the way it is. Then go take your passport, na airport. Umar na Minneapolis asks again, say if the test results go be ready at the Kingdom location. No. The test results, then go contact you at the phone number where you give them, where you reach na airport. That phone number where you give them, and then they send text. If you're negative, if you're positive, then go send text say they want me to with you. Then we show them your location, well now they come and can get the talk with you. So you're positive for isolate and all these things. So I hope say I don't answer that information there. Let's go now to our program proper. 2020, the year of delivery. But good thing happen. And the delivery truck, it starts for ride along from January 2020. And the President Bio go talk to the ministers them for say the need for wake up. Too many things them don't happen. So then go need for wake up and deliver. Make the year 2020 be a year of delivery. The launching then will take place a lot. Boku launching then take place. I don't know if we go count the launching them delivery or na start of the order where we don't put in. But certainly things them the way delivery be happen. And we remember where the United States say they impressed with Sierra Leone performance on the 2020 MCC scorecard, and they may congratulate President Bill on the anti-corruption accomplishment. That was a delivery. I don't know if then otherwise I will go count them as delivery. Like when Mercury International be donate 500 million. Say then they support the free quality education NASA loan. We go count them as delivery. We go count to that. Some people then still want for talk about this one. I don't know if we want to go back to this airport thing, but I think we don't deal with them. So I don't know if we really want to go back to them. President Bio be inside the course of 2020. President Bio be hand over primary school junior secondary school and health care center to Kairene district. That was delivery. May I just remind we, the delivery them. President Bio be commissioned 4 inshore patrol craft for the Navy. Well, that one then a delivery. The 4 boats. But the 4 boats and then they work or they work. I be telling say a network investigate. I they work on something. We Tsugola Dina Wata. Tugolao within our water. Imagine. You no get flag, you no get name, but the fish in our own water, and a Salomon and the inside the back. And they say the Tugola, according to the GPS, it not be even day far from the shore. We're not supposed for fish day. So outside them both here been there. With the president commission. And that's when the president of the commission, it talks with the lost boku money to illegal fishing. Mais quelqu'un say same thing say the school where Mercury be lamput loco, yes the Dr. Kadisi say school. Same thing say that one day na delivery. I don't know if this will go content delivery. USI President Bill be launched the education project and it be signed a $66 million education multi-donor trust fund. We don't talk about that in here. I don't know if we go count that one day back as delivery. President Bill being received the report of the commissions of inquiry and the white paper and it be assure full implementation of the report. That na been delivery. While the implementation, we wait for that side. Eh? You don't think so? But for receiving, waiting the white paper saying the recommendation, I think that be delivery. President Bio be hand over 4 billion loans for make them support the tourism and hospitality sector. That's why they go and give money them. No one did that delivery. I don't know, the money where anti-corruption go give the 8 billion loans, but the money where anti-corruption say they don't get that, it don't reach now to 23 billion. We go say that one day back na delivery, not so. Eh? I think that one day back na delivery. Donation the way they can again. The launch of the sexual offenses model court. That was delivery. But we are still waiting for the forensic lab. The sexual offense model court, I think that was a delivery. But still they wait for the forensic lab. Because up to now, the. And I think that is important. Very, very vital. President Bio be unveiled the one-stop center. We'll be talking about that now. The one-stop center. And he say Salonde among the early adopters of this concept where they think about having that kind of center there inside Africa. I see some man they say the secondary school where Mercury build and say no to delivery. Who Mark say no to delivery that one day. Okay. President Bio be unveiled the digital health learning platform for healthcare workers them na bond. We see say this be intensive. It don't go give 11 kV generator plant for bond for make so it look like say even the new year and the president get for go spend them back. Look like so self we get for begin go over there let go see what in the day. Let go see. I think some of the deliveries them. Now may I go left and give you now for the reminders them. Because I know see where they start safe where we see the renovation where them be do na the renovation where them do na Kissy Mental Home. Was that a delivery? Or we want question that? I think renovation back na delivery. Eh? Not so. I think saying a delivery. Oh. The 70 fishing boats them for youth in fisheries program. That was a delivery. But I go tell you now this platform say that delivery was sabotaged. And that's something where we they follow. Remember the other time, I be say I be the give one in Naya. The youth in fisheries program was sabotaged. Eh? Okay. But we still live not to me one no. Still live not. Let they continue no more. Remember say the dirty truck them. Eh? And trash truck them from Russia. That was a delivery too. Make we not forget above all things we make Saloon make name this year. The repeal of the libel law. The president being promised that, and that was delivered. The repeal of the libel law. That was delivered. The MCCET, Milton Magai College of Education and Technology, were then changed to Milton Magai University for Technology. I think we've done talking about Bathurst for the first time, then being get light. Even though people let me they question, but then we get light. The resumption of soccer, Michael Coker, I don't think na 2020 happen no. That maybe that happen 2019. I don't think so for quantum. There's not to this year it happen. Eh? And so I feel. Then the Freetown City Council ultra modern building. Even though the president's not been good. Not saying go open them. So I don't know what's in they keep them long up till now. Eh? We make will not begin see them in UC8. I don't know what's in they keep them long up till now. But the new building for Freetown City Council, that was good. I know see plenty people them, even when it be launched and say, oh, the president not go there because now be the previous administration and da. But if we see what's in happen to Mamama Airport, or maybe they go say, no, this one we don't go far, so they're not go able to stop them. People then must get, but I think that was delivery. And I make what you do in your time, done what you able to do. Now begin postpone them. Eh? Now begin postpone them. I don't know if the clock tower na Kenema, we go count and say na delivery. The clock tower na Kenema. Eh? We go count and say na delivery. But because when these institutions then say then they do the corporate social responsibility under the administration, do we count it as delivery? Because if we count the Dr. Kadisi school and Potloko as delivery, then I think we're supposed to count the Kenema clock tower as delivery. But good thing they will get for remind them for. But for now, make I just make clarification quick before I come with Usfriend. Like I explained, I say na 2 tests. Then they take na airport. I think we've done that. Now, yeah, for if you now follower of Sierra Network, anything per COVID-19, for doubt time. For doubt we because we know say we they explain na. Even the time when they be where they not be they do the two tests, we call the director general now, yeah, and can ask question. Now two tests now than they do now. Now two tests. One at the PCR, one at the rapid. The rapid is the wait day, na airport day, where you test negative, they left you for go. If you test positive, well, you get stuck with them. As per the previous revised statement, now you get for pay you tell we test positive for that rapid. Then they left you for go. You go there say you PCR come out. If you test negative, then left you. If you not test negative now, you test positive, well, you then in custody. But this Bentem will be done suicide and just advise people for self-isolate. Then if they see symptom worse, then can carry you on a treatment center. So for now, with this new variant to make them call this new measures, I don't know how they will begin for implement them. But I hope say we don't answer that. But the passport tune, we don't hear you. Yes, Usfren, you get the platform, the year of delivery, waiting na your submission, sir.
All right. Thank you very much, Triple A, for giving the platform, and thanks to listeners and viewers in here. Looking at the year of delivery, there are few things where people can go question, and there are few things people can go applaud for. But looking at Sierra Leone in particular, where na a country will be doing a catalog of events, then we don't bring a lot of programs, for develop in terms of meeting, waiting the public domain they expect, or waiting the people and the individual that they expect. In other words, for try to live a better life, so that they go able to say we sustain a sustainable life until it becomes something when a reliance where somebody go able to get through waiting, it don't land, they go able to sustain a life again. When you look at the area of waiting development, don't they go looking at the catalog of events, then we don't reduce, we don't hinder the development of salon. You go say there be plenty. You talk of where people like public funds. You talk about areas and so when the government now we come, then they try to look into these things. You go see say, well, outspokenly, this is what people have been say they will can't do for the country, for let them go take away from one state way not to a state way fine in terms of living a life way somebody go say I'm satisfied with waiting and they live with for just the common man go able to understand. So they bring out this that we aim for do, then put her in the form of a manifesto. And then try to see this and this now we able for and this now we will do so that people in life go better. So the way we then see the life go better for people inside Salon in particular, then therefore bring in different strategies then bring some policies during this way, and then therefore look into certain areas and now when they say, well, then why we don't get waiting, we able follow, we able for give this side, and then we able for do waiting and they do. Then waiting, the capacity, now for capacitate the people if not light they want, then we say, well, we don't get a generator, we not take the generator, they will give them, then they go get light. Or then why they don't get farming, no go give them money for let them go farm. Or then why they don't lost their job, no we give them some money because of the COVID, so we will back them up. But when you try to see now some of these areas, the question, well, sometimes if not generator then go give them wire, you go say, yes, this is a development where people have all been they look for and yearn for. Then you go ask now, well, sometimes they bring that in the right way, or sometimes you go say they have given people and they get light from them, or they don't give a service to the people and what they need them. So you go ask, say, this service when they bring come, it equates with waiting the people and want, and then you start for us again for see, well, there is an increase of population. That increase of population don't already hinder development in terms of waiting what we don't get for meet up with the number of citizens and what we get, not just put it directly. In other words, population growth, now one thing, and then people and ideology, the other thing, where they change gradually. And then government policies and government acts will be another one. So what the government they sometimes can do. So the other strategies wouldn't go. Then look at areas and where then we don't develop, they're not finished, and say, we'll finish here. Then look at strategies then wherein you get waiting at the areas then where people and where donor agents. And then you get NGOs. You get NGOs that win a home base. You get NGOs that win a one the way they like the diaspora. And then you look at what governments they get. Because in a normal government, in a normal situation, if the world and any society they in the right way, now based on waiting that they earn from waiting, now then you take from let's say product to then they produce or something where they try to sell either a mine and produce now in the form of agriculture or any form, or we get an industry like a tourism, or we get like another main source of government revenue where the taxation. So now based on what we get, we go buy machine for can X-ray, for can make the X-ray, or we go buy something for can do this. So that's the normal set where everybody expect a government for do. But because of they see say there has been problem wherein some of these they're not able to meet with some of these. Now they in 1970, in 45, you see say United Nations formed just after the Second World War. So when they come from, they been get waiting, then been they do waiting a kind of organizations them. The organizations there now like not to NGOs them, but now one day way they've been selected, now then go help any government in each country for letting go able for cover up human rights, environment, and try for capacitate and reduce poverty. So when they can see and NM they do, they organize them what they call the state agencies, like where they don't get actually a relationship with the government, but are non-state agencies. The non-state agencies they are, they'll be the help. But time become now, you'll not be able to help, so you get a crop up of NGOs. So for cut and short, so that fast forward, the NGOs then can form now later on in a kind of a new liberal, like within a liberal, government liberal. You know, that was society people and they get willingness or when they hear people and voice. But the NGOs then already come inside and say, we'll take over this area, we'll be able to cover up for help outside government not able. So government turn now for the look their side say, these are the ones who go they work with we parallel for assist to it, just like somebody get a walking stick while it work. So they become like a walking stick for headway. So, but again, these NGOs, when they come now, then they use them in different sectors. You get the donor agencies. Like in Sierra Leone, in specific, will be they get from United Nations Development Fund, will be they get from the European Union. Then will they get the one they back where they lend to money, one at the IMF, International Monetary Fund, the World Bank. Then you get some they win a grants they can give you. Some of the donor agencies they give you grants as a form of a reward, like what the MCC do. Then you get back the NGOs and what I talk about. Then they come inside in the form of a non-profit organization so that they will come begin the help. But the question where you go ask the help, what them is like for help now for provide cheap services so that the government in your role will continue for grow upon their services they are. You know, what are the cheap services? They say the things are cheap in the form, the services they can provide now for let the ordinary man go able to attend them. So government turn into them. So these are the deliveries where they go on in some of the country, like Sierra Leone in particular, backed with waiting the government they get, one then your revenue, one of the gross domestic income, and then your revenue they get for other thing, so they move for backup, for push things there for go before. Then you get for look now for saying, well, this they don't get them for long, these things are going on. And how they go able to move them in the air. So you go ask yourself, say, are they going to try to explore other routes them where they not ever for explore during the time where the NGOs they have in the day, then donor funds they come, where they come with bigger capital, then they go able to put them towards something we will develop. Or some of them will say, well, when they go do them, then later we will spread out on a cost for pay. So these are some of them will be done day for years on our plans. But you go see some of them were not implemented time with inflation or day. So because of them, we don't they as a plan where they not be implemented. So the one government where they can proceed the thing for say, well, let me finish this program. So they can meet up the time where inflation don't come, where in the price of gold don't go, the price of dollar don't go up, the price of exchange don't go. The owner not can able to get a domestic product when are able for sell, when are able to get a better revenue, or go able for keep on well. So those are the kind of things where the question. But in terms of delivery, if you look at the sectors, the health sector, there is a delivery. But the delivery in the health sector is mostly the one way I see like increasing the number of some of the nurses system, where they're saying about 4,000, we not equate actually still because they try for cover up. And then you will see say some of time they cap small by some salaries then. And then they bring in areas by when they deliver medicine, they want to ongoing one, then they give them free medication. And then you go look, say, the other areas there now, they deliver, you go actually agriculture, okay, yes, they deliver. Then bring in things in. But you go see, say, still, some of these now long lasting things, not things that will not want to go bring immediate impact. Now impact when they come towards the people after a long time. The only immediate one, if some of these are implemented, where job go there. So you go try to say there is progress where they go on systematically, but due to a catalog of destruction, people that will get ideas and when they put things for let things progress in a faster pace and a sustainable one. Then go they look say them well, we not expecting the population will increase. So now we just do this get wire. But in doing this one, when they say they looked forward for saying there is gonna be an increase of population, there is gonna be globalization, there is gonna be people that go to educate, they will get forget this and that. So we get for them make room for that. But because of that gap between globalization and the poverty where be done where will be the drag in between where the people and where they get a basic life, the percentage that the community not boku, then you go see that gap there, now in them they feeling by immediate loan, by donors and coming in and then implementing them. But when you implementing them, sometimes it's gonna be some of time. You go say in a rush. Sometimes you go say that's the right time. But sometimes you go say well, it's the right time, but because of the population, the gap will be done there, then you go feeling, but the gap is still the empty. And the emptiness of that small gap there, now there you ready the mass system where they say, well, we expect more. We actually expect more. And an animal satisfaction we want. Well, what's that animal satisfaction? A big one. Because they have been desperate. They have been feeling poor. So they always expect, say, I think there they go. But if they draw a line, they come backwards. Look into areas then wherein they don't say this, then because this. We put the experts, let's go check and see why this agriculture not been the progress. Why the Rokupa rice research not be ever progress. Why the Bagbas area be closed? Why the other areas like Otamba, how do you call them? Chomabom, rice farming. Because the basic is food, health, and food and health. Health now eat boku because of the situation where they because you go see the water where they drink, it go give you sick. That's not health. So they don't monitor the health. Then you go see say the road where you apply for go up and down. Not health. Because if the road not fine, that man will say don't make that bridge don't broke. Now health risk. So you go see say the health they relate to some other areas. So you go see how they reduce the pressure of the health by maintaining some other areas. So that money then I go see well let we come refurbish product hospital. Or let we make better other things who will last long. So those gap between poverty, the gap between where globalization don't can left things far now, and then you see say the population increase. So all those areas, and then they equate with waiting the people and they grow with. And that's some people and they say, well, now we look into socialism. Now we look into liberalism. But because of those things, they get things that were tied to them because the extremity of liberalism will get disadvantage. The only thing you go get person when somebody with them wearing voice and you go do what you want to do. Then you go socialism, what we're able for help. But in terms of delivery, there is delivery going on, but there is sometimes an area where you go say, we want for look, let will get proportionality. So the standard and the version wouldn't go do. so that the people then go get the reaction. I mean, they go get the effect of where then go not say development they take place. But so far so good, they are trying their little, and it's up to how they will able to embark on. And thank you very much for giving the platform.
Thank you very much, us friend.
Yeah, you're welcome, sir.
And make we come with Doctor. Make we hear waiting he gets for we today. Yes, Dr. Isato Kakejalo, you get the platform.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I hope so everybody did well. And thanks to Usfred and also to you, AAA, for along with what will be the expect say it will happen, for people them for 2021, because 2020 will be the expect so many deliveries them, as we don't talk about 2020, the presidency now a year of delivery, as we can don't outline if we can count and see how many things that we don't come to pass and how many things then still really outstanding, what they really hope for. It's like it's a huge difference, right? Going into the third year of in administration, we really hope say, with current president, given the fact, yes, we want for tell and thank you for all the launching them, what they don't do, we appreciate that. But I believe say as you launch, you want for also make sure say you don't implement. When you don't implement, and they really show say you don't work hard, you don't do the right thing then for the people them now salon. And all along we don't talk about things them where we want for like happen at the country. If that did not happen, really for me, I don't feel say we don't achieve what we look forward to. But with the hope say, given that today is the 30th of December, will be the hope say, because I don't know, Triple maybe you can answer this, maybe either I missed that, what's going on with the Lunge Bridge?
On Monday, I posted a reminder to Dr. Tambi, where they in charge of the infrastructure, because it tell we even inside November, it still tell we say before the year done, Lunge Bridge will be launched. It's less than 24 hours now for make the year end. I don't think that is going to happen, and they not make any statement yet. So we still do it.
Okay, so meaning like it looks like that thought or feeling that it's going to be launched and we're going to see something happen. It looks like Dandy therefore be a 2021 project.
Yes.
Where be say, where you don't do so many launchings, then you not prioritize certain things. Then I believe say that the problem they we feel say, for this 2021, me like a big recommendation. I'm sure the entire platform and along with many Sierra Leoneans that will listen, they ask say water, light, triple today, how many times the light don't go in and out of my house now, yeah? If I tell you, it's like a non-stop. I can count more than 10 times, right? And that's really healthy for people them where they try for live in this country, where they talk about waste, appliances, when they do things will become very cost effective, right? So all your appliances, they forget a stabilizer. Yes, you get the stabilizer, but think about it. The stabilizer are not so dandy you want for run now the entire house. But what are they try for say? How many times the light don't go in and out? Tell as I be they talk to you, light not be there, light just come back. So this is just too much. And why make the president and the administration not go see light and water for can become a priority part of the administration? Yes, you can get a flagship program when at the education, but that education they for let it run well. You forget light na the country, you forget water na the country for school picking them. But we not see that. I don't know what's in the agenda with that for the upcoming year, because we'll be see the budget when they launch them. How many percent will go into healthcare? How many percent will go into electricity? Or how many percent will go into, water and sanitation? These are the basic fundamentals that we'll need for a country, that the country develop. It really sad for sister. We don't get so many things that we don't launch, and then we barely get even 1/3 of the thing they accomplished. So I believe so then therefore go back into the drawing board and see really what was the mishap, where was the problem, so that then go try for rectify them problem there also, and try for make sure say they implement within the first 3 months of 2021 for ensure say then keep them promise for really deliver what they intend for do for the country, and for make sure say they put things into perspective based on prioritizing things. You get for prioritize something. You know, they go deal with something where you know say it can wait. You understand? So even in the healthcare system, when somebody come to you, you do a triage. You know, you're not going to treat somebody who get a chest pain and somebody who get a laceration the same way. You know, the triaging therefore be different because that person will get a chest pain, they go through some cardiac issues, them, we therefore controlling the entire body and the blood flow into the system. So I can always try to do a comparison to you health where you can to, you know, certain thing that we want to do for salon. Salon really needs something where we go hold on to, where then go supply every other stuff or every other system them at the country. So if you can able give we water, give we light, you know, and at the same time, you know, ensure say we healthcare system improve, everything else now the periphery, we mean like now the outside part go begin to hold on to that middle, that base, you know, they always talk about. But I think that's lacking, and I think that's really a huge problem. Oh, they really hope see it go come to pass just because you not put on a manifesto, but say no go mean say you know for do. You need to do that along with every other thing that way you want to do. Because if people don't get light and water, trust me, this president will be one of the presidents that where Salon will celebrate for lifetime. Because if people then they really think about something, do something where the country need. What do we need now, Salon? We need water. If water not life, President Bill, I believe say 2021 will not foresee that come even halfway or 1/4 of it without really putting measures in place. We're going to really try for low get water, make sure they will get light, and we healthcare system improve now the country. I think now your message that really for the president and also for other Sierra Leoneans them, we're really to try for hinder the country in progress with the hope say corruption. As we talk about how to develop Salon, corruption will come to a past. You know, people don't understand, say, they're not for involving that kind of thing. So let me tell you, now airport here, the sign there everywhere, say, you know, corruption, not crime and all this. You know, but like the person will be they help me with me luggage and I for go out. Just feel say, oh, you know, why you not go fence until you get there so, you know, so that we'll go past and not go stop. You know, I say for what? Oh, because I go open your suitcase, I just let it open them. All I get there, now me clothes, now me shoes and gifts. That's it. You know, and it's surprise for find out. We go to the first person, oh, welcome, what now? And then I said hello. And then, you know, then I say, oh, no, thank you. That's all I could say to you. Then I go to the next person, people there, and say, hey, what's this time for the Christmas? And what next time? I start telling next time. But because they were not like persistent, they're not pushy or anything, I felt the need to give them something. You understand? That I can do. And even the people that will help me, you know, with me luggages there and take for go outside the boats there and everything. I just, I begin giving why everybody can surround me, you know, and then they're like, oh, you know, give me. Now, so I was just there. Luckily, I had changed $50. So I was giving people. That was out of my own will, right? So now that's we forget for yesterday. You talk about customer service. Some of the things where people then for really learn for how to help the country go forward. We not see that happening. We don't see that happen. Where they go, you always ask yourself, why do people need to treat you very differently? You know, because they feel say you don't come overseas, you know, so then feel say you get millions of dollars. No, I think we're all the kind of salon because we lack the country. But for tell you the truth, not supposed to kind of so would they get the same treatment or the same way of life we don't live with. So we don't live overseas for over 2 decades, and it's very difficult. And anybody where they left overseas, whether in America, Europe, you know, or any other part where develop past salon, it come now because he truly love this country, he truly care about this country. And with the hope and with the ask, then we'll really try for make sure say this country not just make the diaspora and then feel like say they're not welcome home. Because you don't talk about just how they want to deal with the passport issue. You know, come January 1st, you want to hold somebody in passport. Where be say you know get system then in place. We go ensure say that person in document is secure. Which country now the world where they do what thing they want to implement? That's not contact tracing. That's not how you fight COVID-19. You don't fight COVID-19 with somebody's passport. You fight COVID-19 by ensuring that you get healthcare people. Them will go really screen and constantly they screen people there and identify them, say then they then are high risk, and then you isolate where you know say this person is positive. You don't mention about the things and where other country or other West African countries then when they compare Salon with overseas, when they compare Salon with other West African nations, them when they talk about Ghana, now the Gold Coast, then they do so many different things, and then make they see people and they left Salon for go to Ghana, go India, and go get healthcare because they want to keep the money within their country. Why will not go keep the money within we own nation by ensuring they will get healthcare system where all that money will they try for just the collect sometimes, for take sick picking out of the country. We empower we medical personnel them, the physicians and the nurses them for ensure say that they do the right thing for the nation. So we really feel say 2021 now a year hope for students and they can't to pass and let the government take the money and pour it into the healthcare system, pour it into something that will bring in revenue. Not going to just do that thing that will not make sense. It's good to be launching things. Your face is all over the country that you launching multiple things. But are you really implementing these things? Are you not thinking about the people that are out there really struggling to make ends meet? So really, I think then get for sit down and look at things and strategize things. The finance minister knows say he get a big responsibility as you campaign say, the bread and butter issue go resolve. You coming into 3 years of your administration. Has that been resolved? Are people still working, without a breakfast? Until midday, so some of them is frustrating, right? But with the hope say all two don't they advocate for, what do they talk about, then go look into it and do the right thing for Salon, because everything that matters is Sierra Leone. Everything else is secondary, and it's it should not be your own personal gain before the nation in your success. So we really the hope say that that's something we will come to pass.
Before you go, Doc, you don't get your notification from NACOVAC for say you okay. Look like say this network na me knock your talk. I be just to try for ask you just now if NACOVAC don't contact you say you are negative.
I not get any result typically, but I don't there for more than 72 hours.
Oh, they not contact you yet?
No, they not contact. I don't dey na host. I not go no side. Yesterday I not go no side. Today I not go no side. Then na host. I not get nobody for contact me. My sister be there with me back. We get when I in your cell phone. I be they expect any messages them. Nothing no kite. So
this is the issue we can talk about. Even that holding of the passport. Remember, even before you go, I can say people in the say now the longer time we then they take for contact them. Because then tell we say 48 hours the max, then go don't contact person. And up to now, well, let's see waiting tomorrow go bring come.
Well, unless they're not the count Sunday, maybe in our business days, but I don't think that matters. We talk about health here. That should have been done. So let's say I was here, the flight was 8:28 p.m. So, that was on Sunday. Then Monday, Tuesday, today's Wednesday. That should have been here now.
Yeah,
but
that should have been there. Okay. Well, thank you very much.
I guess Salon na Salon. Yes.
Thank you.
With the hope for the best.
No, you answer something just now before we left you for go.
No, I just hope say we country go really look at things the way it's supposed to be like, we try for improve things and for the people that are the country, and it's really tough. Certain things that way they see, they hope say, then go really understand, say this now basic things that we'll need. But we'll just continue for talk. We'll just continue for advocate and hope say then we hear what they say and at least do the right thing for the people that way they really struggle and make sure say the healthcare system is really they up to par, They will try for keep the money within the country rather than traveling out of the country. Like I think yesterday Tony be the talk, which makes sense. If they been get law, and I'm sure Nancy he always say this, law say, you know what, just because you didn't power, then for try for say, they go out of the country for educate yourself, you picking them or get healthcare out of the country, those things have to be within here. If they make that a mandatory, maybe maybe then go see the other people, then you cry. But I feel say because then they not to law now with constitution, I did the problem there. So that constitution was designed not to favor the general public, yet it was just for people that people that we in a power, and that's not the problem. So,
All right. Thank you
I
very
wish
much,
everybody
Doctor.
happy holidays. You're welcome.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? Doctor, they try very hard for the GUI updates on a daily basis. Because that's not something we maybe really want for know if you don't get. I don't know for Albert Lansana. Eh? I don't know if they don't contact Albert Lansana. Make us see.
Hello?
Yes, Albert.
Yes, Triple A.
You don't the Nakovac from where you go, you don't say now where you go. Nakovac be don't contact you,
Yes.
right? For sure say you negative.
No, because like I said,
No, hold on
where
first.
you
You not
go
ever get
land,
wait
yes.
me first, wait. Because the PCR, they're supposed to send a text, then contact number where you give. Then be supposed to send a text for sure say you negative. You not get under it?
Okay, so now I have to explain. Okay,
Okay.
so where you don't clear, okay, speaking about the address. Okay, so if we can go there for a minute, then to the testing. So once the plane don't land on the bus on left on a go, on a fill out a blue form. The blue form, you write your place of address, etc. You give to the airport authority. From there, you go to immigration and so on. From there, you go na do outside of the airport. Now they do the testing. Two testing. One, they prick you now your finger, which is the rapid, and the other one now the nasal. The one that they prick now your finger. Once they're done, they say go wait now do. So you go wait around 10, maybe 15 minutes. They will call you, say negative. If you're negative, they give you like a paper for pass. That means you take your luggage and go catch the boat, etc. Well, if you test negative, but if you test positive, then I don't know how they go down. Maybe they go hold you there. But because where you test negative, they make you go. So
Okay.
that means they contact you because they not contact.
Okay. Me want explain to you now how it for work. You don't explain how it happened to you. Right? Now two tests you they take.
Yes.
You see that one where then they do the blood, now the rapid. Then they will then test you, you're negative, it's fine. That other one where then they do now the nose. That one then now the PCR. That PCR day within 24 to 48 hours, then supposed for contact you through that contact number where you been left by that form. Then for contact you make you know say you negative for the PCR. They not contact you yet?
Yes. No.
How much days you don't take Nasalo now?
Almost 2 weeks.
So you don't take almost 2 weeks, they not contact you at all.
Yes.
For sure say for make you know say the PCR test was negative.
Yes.
Okay.
Not at all.
All right. Thank you very much, Albert.
You're welcome.
On the delivery side, you get anything for say before I let you for go? Okay, I think so. Don't lose Albert Yanda. Albert don't take 2 weeks now alone. Eh? Imagine 2 weeks. They not contact it. He not even know safe. Say they supposed for contact them for say the PCR test is negative. As if they say triple in America safe, then can only rush for contact you with positive. Koma, not to excuse that one day. Not to excuse. If then don't tell we say, we get up to 48 hours. Now make we they pay for make then contact we make we know. What if Albert now like we doctor? Okay, look doctor now. You know say doctor in they go by the book. State today not agree come on. They wait for them for column. Because in then the medical field and she's responsible, they live by that. But Lansana now, he not even know self say then get for contractor. I don't think so. We need for make excuse for them. We no need. I know people them we go salon till then come on salon. They not even get that contact they for say they're negative or they're positive. But now they're right. Because if you the advice person say after this, please just limit you the way you come out and all these things, eh? If the person now go, it begin limiter they come out. If you begin limiter they come out, you know, who say for go, no one go say they wait, just because they've been responsible. Then say the person come out in a so normal. So in that light now, make we bring and come now to passport. Say now they don't take your passport. Now then for contact you. How they foresee this thing? Now we get for begin run at them back for passport. Because this one it's no nothing for nobody. So everybody is just going about their own way. Because you know nothing for me, you don't get nothing for gimme. Eh? Hey. Like I said, well, the beauty of Sierra Leone that one day. Eh? And the beauty we Salonka with. Yes, call ID live on here. You name and also the call from, please.
Yeah, man, Patrick.
Yes, Patrick, you get the platforms at 3 minutes. What you take?
Well, I grade at the grade.
Go ahead.
By percentage. That percentage for the year of delivery this year, not 2% they get. Then at the delivery we missing. So out of 100%, 98% they where they not deliver. Now only 2%. You count all the other half thing there where they deliver, the bus there or the SUV there or there's all at 2% that is more. Now, out of the commission, I will give the 100% on that. So the commission for the year of commission, they get 100%. Because now we see we do. But the delivery, na 2% I they give them. Because I know see that way they do, I will give the credit for. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Yes, caller ID live on here. You name and also the call from, please.
Yes, AAA. This is Adama from New York.
Yes, Adama, you get 3 minutes, ma. What's in your own contribution today?
Your contribution is this: even though they don't launch and then they don't accomplish some, it's okay. I will say I will give them 30% for that. But even though what me go say now, even though water and electricity in all the parts of their launching, me they ask now, Madabio, make you think about that. Make you consider in 2021, whatever it they launch, make it part of it. The water and the electricity. These are the most important thing. These are the fundamental AAA. For 60 years, we already talk about this. It's very, very important. Okay, I thank you for what you don't do so far. But please, in 2021, let's add this to whatever it do. The other thing women they ask now, none of this. Like you don't ask Asatu, Dr. Asatu and the other guy. Especially the other guy now he don't do the 2 weeks now, he not get passport. He not get the result. So myself, I want to talk about this. So that this they will do. If you go now, they take your passports. They're not going to even call you or inform you. So what is all this about? This is going to be a mess because if somebody go for only for now 2 weeks go day or less. So what do you for do? Now me I put on a table today because this not make no sense anyway. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Adama.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, bye bye.
Yes, caller ID live on here. You name and also the call from, please.
Good evening. I want to welcome all and best wishes to everybody for the past year and the upcoming new year. AAA, you don't do a lot for us, and we really appreciate you, and I hope that you and your family and the Star Network family, they do okay. I haven't called from a while. This is not Jimmy from Mechanicsville.
Yes, sir.
It's been a while. Sometimes I believe say I've listen more than I talk, so I could learn. So waiting on my limit time, sir, if you don't mind.
Because you don't take small, you know, call. I go up your own game to 5 minutes, sir.
There we go. That's my man right there. All right, buddy. This government coming in a situation where we all they're in difficulty. We need help. We get family member themselves, we switch from APC go SLPP. Not because they had a choice, because they're engaged. Okay, and as I've been said before, the best term for rule a government, now we're in opposition. Okay, because when you're in opposition, you always get a plan for waiting for do and waiting not for do. And certain things, and they once you're in opposition, you make so many promises them where they will keep. In comparison and contrast, I would come in with the American system a little bit, where I know say a lot of people they not like, but that's the way we'll get for them. Take an example. When Donald Trump been then at the opposition, and not even belong to any party, okay? So a Democrat, he move for Republican, and then he can. But when he want to intervene for rule, for clean the swimming pool, according to him, he want to run the government as a business. So he come in for one as a business, but because he not get good administrator them, he succeed in some, he fail in some. No government, no, they were perfect. You go back in history. I don't care when. There are good things that they do and some things that are not going to work. Okay? But if we just drop the party line a little bit, then we'll be able to learn from history. For example, most of work come off Freetown. We know what's in the situation of Freetown. All right? The British then come, then plan that country, there are city there for limited amount of public occupants. And we find out, say, because of the war, we blame whatever you want, the war happened, in reality. Okay, so the war come in and the population shift happened. So the next government will take over after the war. They don't really concentrate to the basic stuff what they need for deal with. One, population shift. Nigeria not shift from Lagos to outside Abuja because of real situation war. Now they overwhelmed them. But war was a result of overwhelm. They overwhelmed because of the war. So the plan before first of all, for try to move them people here from one location when at the city. When I all man they try for doing the war, because it look like the country have been abandoned because of agriculture. So however, they not succeed for now. The one reason why we make me left Freetown, as I indicated before, are because of light. I can tell me if I say I will sit on a Palayaso, and if this light go out, nothing not different from Freetown. Because me also na Marama we get computer there, we get TV, just like here, the water no they run perfectly, gonna well where they deliver from. But because the light's not there, equal light go off now. The water is difficult to get from the well can up. So you see, but they don't do it. So now come back to the topic where you introduce what they deal with when delivery. I think it's that's what I call them, the delivery for what the government don't do. Now, if we go to the dictionary, you've got delivery, not a Creole word. So if we take the noun of delivery, means the act of conveying something. The act of conveying something is delivery. The item which has been conveyed, that means the item which has been delivered. So if we come to the government, how they take all the government responsible, is that people then vote for them and cast out APC because of one major statement where they make a new direction. A new direction. All right? Now make money and say, be careful what you ask for. Might just come to hunt you. Once you don't say new direction, okay, able put up with blaming the past government for 1 year. We'll give you that. That's great. But after that, any other failure and incapability of doing stuff, una get for take her on. Okay? And the head of the party or the new direction, neither the president. And as I always say, the weakest link between the president and the people of Sierra Leone are the administrator them. All right? I work for a company, a transportation company. When they do okay for some while, then we fail, then they hire a new director. The director come, he look the place, and they figure out how the place they fail. So we get the administrator them, we get the staff and the employees. They pick on the staff first. Now we get frustrated employees. And eventually the company takes shape. If we really look at party issues them, and we just look for the development of Sierra Leone, as we don't come, we don't try a small really one couple, one go back for relax, like how Uncle them they do it in Como England. All right? We want to go back and help the country. The only way we'll be able to do that, and for let this government take a little perspective on helping people to develop, the ordinary man. How you the person along you see 10,000 people steam up in a junction, they just drive you Mercedes Benz, you act like say nothing already happened. It's unacceptable. Okay? Any business where they go back. If I go say I want to put small bunga business in a Lumley junction, I get for initiate them, I get for plan them, I get for implement them, I get for manage them, manager and monitor them. They're not they ever go past the implementation. For which the implementation part self, they're not able. At the planning and they fail. Okay? If you go buy tractor them for agriculture, if you don't plan for the time when the machine then arrive, you make sure you don't get strategic components on ground. We're going to save the product, the machine, maintenance, and all that. Okay? So we fail on that. Me, I get a break. Because now we vote them in. And like when my co-worker say, oh, I didn't vote for Donald Trump. Well, the people voted for Donald Trump. Whether you're not part of it or not, the people voted for Donald Trump. So now get for beer in 4 years. What in 4 years I don't do so? If in term they reach for commodity, they use the system. Forget out. So then this is the third year. We not believe in that year of delivery thing. They're not delivering the basic stuff that I was expecting. And we as Sierra Leoneans, we need for tamper with expectations at times. When they give them people who have too much credit, then our politicians are the same people that add up man them like Emina. If you put me inside there, I will probably thief a little small, but I will make sure say the project they run, the basic one them. Because I don't want for the go now free town. I don't half of my life I don't live in America. I don't use for the go begin they go warm water. No. London self where they go there, I don't feel comfortable. Because I have to turn half cold water, half hot water. When I make it, man, they don't spoil me. So now we give them a chance. So eventually we will fail them 2023. This statement where they make say we will deliver by 2020, and I dream, I pipe dream. It ain't gonna happen. Okay? So what are we gonna do moving forward, sir? Again, I wish everybody happy new year. I wish the government well. The president go back and sit down and really look into a management team and see whether they fail and whether they succeed and assign stuff that we need for straightening up. And again, I thank we all. We hope so we'll go come together. Let's be flexible. Let's allow somebody for be wrong and say right or wrong and we move on. Let God bless we, Christian, Muslim. Let's do like I always do in freedom. When Christmas come, Muslim enjoy past Christian. When Muslim or Christian enjoy past Muslim. And then when you come, we all convert together. Like our doctor and they don't they, whose friend and they don't they, then we will go to the neighborhood they help. Because so the message they go, because they don't get voice about party. And God bless you all. The family, I sorry I've been absent small. I'm missing out, but you now, and let God bless you now and wish you now all the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jimmy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I believe after you don't listen to Jimmy, you go know why we'll get under 5 minutes, not so. Well, don't go back to base, yeah? Because Jimmy lost small, and I make we just get on that time there. Eh? Yes, call ID live on here. You name and who side the call from, please?
Mina Tucker, the call from the Netherlands.
Yes, Tucker, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. Of course, we don't say you give Jimmy a small time because he lost. we understand. First of all, I want to wish we all, a prosperous new year already come 2021. We pray to God that God will make it simple and stress free for we all as Sierra Leoneans and Yusuf Tripoli. Let God continue for guide and put you, in correct order so that you will be able to give you them kind lovely time here so in the evening. First, I want to I stand for be corrected actually, but I want to come and talk on an issue where you did talk about the test them at the airport and the taking of documents and the thermo for alert people them. Because me don't go over the revised COVID-19 statement where Nakovac the issue. Me understanding what gets there is that as per 1st of January, anybody will go, then go all in passports, then they go do that blood test Panam, then they do that other test with the nose, the other test, then go only passport until the test for the nose where it come negative, then they issue your passport back to you. In the other words, they hold on to you for let you get signal like your phone, you know. But to me, own knowledge, to me understand the what I get, I make a stand for be corrected. To me understand the what I get is that those people, and because doctor we talk to, is saying they house, they wait for the waiting and call. I believe say you be interview with doctor. I don't know if I be there before yesterday. He tell you outrightly say they're not holding passports. So as such, me the thing say that law did not come into effect it within the old people and passports. They say okay, you get for wait until you get the signal like phone where in negative, then you are cleared. So I don't know that point. I just want to pick up because that's a read now the notice. You know, they say as per 1st, and that's in it take into effect. So most of the one that we ask, would they say I don't take 2 weeks and all come to now maybe the other man back he said, but you say you know even aware safe. Say
okay, make I help you under.
Yeah.
Make I just help you under. Waiting I talk now is we all know say I read that notice there because now the first if for begin. But put that notice there aside for now. We know the all two we not talk about passports. Not to passport we talk about. We talk about getting notification now your phone for soon say you are negative. The PCR test. That one day ending are gone right now.
Okay.
When you go to the airport, you take 2 tests. The one test na rapid, the second test na the PCR. The rapid right there na airport, then they tell you say you negative. Go. But you they left information. That information they now in government they tell we say people and they fake. That information we then they left because they want for contact you when the second results come out for the PCR.
Yeah.
Well, now that one day we they talk about that information they now they say where they left. So now let us say now then 2 people are where they out there. So just in case they are positive, they need for contact them. So the information where they all left, we then go check now. They say the information wrong. So now that's what they talk about. We need to talk about passport right now.
Okay. In other words, the passports, the law, what you they talk about if you don't did it.
Yes.
So the passport just come as addition.
Exactly.
Okay. Now I don't get that clear.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much for making that clear to me. And on the point of, I know say my time they run off now. On the point of the government performance, you know, like kind of this last caller talk, you understand? Yes, the government will get for all the responsibility, are responsible because now them that they prepare for we all, you understand? But again, we get to be flexible because if we watch this 2020 will happen, you understand? The whole world thinks they are difficult for navigate through, you understand? So we be no say the government be promised we for deliver, but like kind of I say the this past caller we say we need for show some understanding and let we continue for live as Sierra Leoneans, you know, let people the can you they bring kind of program, let people in the camp, you understand constructively, they can able for criticize the government, but let we all do it because now Tripoli, what we don't observe, every little thing people are going to politicize it. People are not able to think about the patriotism again, then they politicize everything. So me, I want big Sierra Leonean there. Let we just cool down that temper day. Let we think Salone and let we think also we come to Sierra Leoneans for make Mama Salone better because we all love Salone. It no matter outside you live. Always that Mama Salone better they pay you for lay you go there and go feel sweet. You know, so me that little mommy will ask me come to Sierra Leone and them and follow we patient and we hope say the government because people don't talk about light and water. We hope say this government will come 2021 and push on that one day back because it's very important. at the country. So thank you very much, Triple, and may God continue for bless you. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, caller. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, caller, they're live on air. You name and who the call from, please.
Yeah, we need to talk to.
3 minutes, sir.
Okay. Jimmy, a wise guy, a wise man. Because I'm in age, so you cannot disrespect him. He always give good contribution. But the problem here is other people too they give similar contribution. Sometimes even probably beginning the start of this year, we don't get well-meaning Sierra then where they give good contribution as well as Jimmy, But waiting at the outcome, we don't get musicians then where they sing, where they express waiting they happen. Just like the musical you play recently or 2 days ago, Salon. People then they express waiting they happen. Where's the change? You to say people will get cockney, yes, the government officials then, because we not think so in the listen, we not think so in the hear. I'm not talking say then they pass, like Jimmy took the same thing in the past last week, they said in Pajero, they land Range Rover and things, then they see it, then they know what's in the happen. All they need to do is just they may devote their mind to change and start working for the better of the country. But, they see any effort when they make towards that, People when they talk, like Jimmy, you self, you don't they talk. You don't talk from the start of the year. Waiting we don't see nothing. We don't talk about water, electricity. These are basic things that people need. They will create immediate impact on their lives. Because if they get light, at least they will open their small business. We don't go to sell and cold water and then ice cream, small things. Then, they will and then cook and keep food for 2-3 days. But nothing, man. We hope say, like 70-30 said, next year will be the year of difference because the year of delivery not seen for work. Let's hope the year of 2021, the difference we will see. That's my contribution.
Thank you very much, Ayo.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, caller, live on air. You name and who the call from, please.
Name?
3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, I'm going to call from the United States.
Carry on, sir.
Yeah, the very first concern when we get about this passport issue. Triple Africa, or especially Salon, we not say we kind of look lawless. Now, if you can watch the COVID protocol in the country, when you talk to people now, they talk now, when we say COVID, not Salon. And to be honest with you, Salon, we don't really try so hard. And we don't try. But now, we want to really go to the place, that's not the excuse that the government come up with. Sometimes, just because, we're not like, we're not favor the government, we can, any policy and come up with, we can be upset with that. I remember again at the same media, there was a time, we didn't talk about test on arrival. Now, beaucoup people they bash the government say, oh no, why you don't do test? You get paper. Now, see the daily analysis or the daily reports we can give. Diasporans and how many don't get COVID. We don't go to that country. And can you imagine, we will go to Salon. We know, say, we kind of like attractive, to friends, family members. Even 50 people in there, if test on arrival not been there, can you imagine how they can be contribute from multiply? That's in our country. And when you talk and say, the health system of the country is not good. Sometimes, not just look, also for them, but make we watch. Also, we begin a book of food. The government, I don't think they get pleasure, for really keep people in passport. They know say, anybody you passport, I mean, maybe you can even, when you don't travel, you may value your passport as maybe your bank ID or your bank card. So with me, I mean, not 2 or 3 days, I hope, I mean, nothing like emergency, come, I mean, we go make, I mean, maybe you need your passport. So alone, it kind of peaceful for now. The country may be really on their laps or we war relating, I don't think they, possibly, it's like, me just no advice, you don't need for passport. And I guess there's also know the words of most of the foreign passports people in the carry. I'm not think the government will make carelessness at all. Say no, this make I just relax. But people, it kind of look bad. Yes, I agree with you when you talk to people and give correct address. Maybe it is nothing to go read them. But about it, if even you address it, make sure say I mean at least give one phone number. We kind of look like our current. So in case they go, they may get you, but maybe they will use that phone number here for trace you. Now that's my contribution. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Kuruma. Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and who the call from, please.
Name Ezekiel, I call from Oregon.
Yes, Ezekiel, you get the platform, sir. 3 minutes.
Thank you so much, Triple Sorry, I get me max on. I still did that job. First of all, I want to say thank you to you. We've been done provide this platform for we as the year they come to an end. We thank God for your life and we pray that God will continue to give you protection and longevity and for we all. I want to say there are certain things definitely where I want to tell the government thank you. We're definitely good at criticizing them. For me, especially when it comes to COVID, the other day, when at the area of the US, they talk about, when British people and they come now on arrival, therefore proof say they be test negative before then they come. I'm like, what? Then just begin to implement that. Where Sierra Leone and other African countries around the world, they don't put that thing there in place. Then and now then they talk about that. So I want for definitely say congratulations to the government because of that, especially the people coming into the country. I know say inside the country, obviously, some of the mitigations that they need for put in place in terms of mask wearing and social distancing, we see, and a lot of time they're not implement that. But allowing people for come inside, the things that we have put in place at the beginning to now, I want for congratulate them and tell them, say, let them keep them up. Obviously, some things and they wait and go talk about or wait and want for implement way inconvenient. But Sierra Leone, they not get all the capabilities we they're supposed to get. So we get to be patiently allow them for do what they need for do for we. Yeah. So the other thing when it comes to the free education, obviously for start something easy at all. Easy at all. So I want to give them a little bit of break on that side too. The only thing we are the request from them for let them look out for them. Even though they've been on the say free education, a lot of people then they spend money past what they even spend with free education nowadays. So the need for look into that. What thing they need for do for minimize the expenditure where people and they undergo after we don't say that free education. Okay, and then the other thing we definitely I want to criticize them on that is the idea of launching things. If you tell your pikin say you go game where you come on a store, you will game biscuit. You don't give them a huge expectation. Forget that biscuit. Then you come on a store now. You they pass around, try for balance. I even want to talk about the biscuit again, where you've been don't tell her before you go. There is no need for launch anything if you not get no plan for begin for turn dust. No need. I don't understand waiting at this thing. The only thing we are the suspects for that, because that launch they wait and they go for not to free thing. They need for then they budget for that, I believe. Then they budget for that. So is it that budgeting money una want for go launch something where una not even come close it for implementer? And the other thing, me, I don't look into this over and over. I think I can only contribute on that when it comes to that Lungi Bridge. When you talk about somebody for go invest and get something out of that, I don't know. Are they with a big business, big bank? I don't know which business where it gets board members. We then go sit down and say, oh yes, we'll make that bridge in Sierra Leone, and then we will get the money out of drivers. You know, so therefore come out plain and explain to the people how that money get for come out. You know, if not to that, me, I still, I mean, negativity obviously not necessary as a believer on my own life. I definitely believe in declaration, good declarations, positivity. However, at the same time, I make sure say I put the human face on certain things. You know, I not go declare say, oh, I can fly. I know say I not go fly. Then you they put yourself to test, not to go do. If an lie go up, for go up is easy, but for can down an easy thing. You will can down free fall. You know, so now that's how they say the government, please look out. You don't need for tell people and say they can't do this, where you not prepare it, where you know they even close for do that. It's not unnecessary thing that day. It don't make sense. Stop launching things that you are not even close for let you begin for implementer. You know? So again, you get 2 more years, so 2 more years, so 2 more years. And some of the infrastructure we they talk about, not to 1 year business, not to 2 year business. So we don't want the idea say 2023, then you begin turn dust. That dust una go begin turn on a left and they will with your new government come if they're ready for mixer for the mixer. Now me your contribution and thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
Yes, caller ID live on air. Your name and who side the call from, please.
Yeah, this is Omar from Minneapolis.
You get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, Calvin. I say happy holidays. Let God give you more holidays than for camp. Let God make you unite us with it today. What you will expect for that country there begins to hold. Me, I can always say, you know, even individual themselves, we just work in this of 10 and they don't plan, you know, go as you plan anyway. We're not for the look at things them in a negative way once in a while. We get for look say the glass half full. You know, could be worse. Because some people and day to day are not saying away, they say we're not the poorest people and that, but people are the way worse. Maybe they know that they're not the news no more. I know say any government will come, they can put out the manifesto say now this is one achieve, now this is one achieve. And then plus again, we know they make up for the deficit. So if one government don't come, they don't try for do this, you know, achieve them. We know they make up for that one. What I think say we really lack of another place stay back to is one government don't come, they don't put in manifesto say you want for do this, you know, achieve them. If for pass that baton on to the other person. We all for work in that country in unity. You don't understand. So we know the things saying that we against them, then against we this that. This is kind of national stuff it come about. I think saying that the big problem and I know to get that country. You know, so the basic things themselves, well, no one government not able to deliver on anything quite. But for take say the glass half full, you know, other countries that do them probably worse pathway. We know so we really know we did the end. But if then government then sit down and say, okay, if now water force with the fetch for law fetch for them, then get that water there, you know, then the other government, oh, they don't get the water, they find the light and start them, you know, complete. Then can able pass that. We just for work hand in hand. Follow we will accomplish the thing that we want to accomplish. You see, but the problem here is I think we all kind of fetch for credit as to who that establish this one, would I achieve this goal, would I achieve this? It not for be this way. It will be a national responsibility for we all, for all of us forget this particular stuff, you know. The other thing again, what I think say get for bring boku confusion at that place, you know, this passport business, they don't bring up, you know. The passport, I don't say the testing stuff is okay, but that passport business, they get for cause lot of problem at that place. Because if they don't designate on site here, so all and when I don't get a guideline as to how things them for go, when they test you, then they send you a message. That message, you know, they go through. So let's say the passport not being they said they know like, but for follow up with you, think the way you don't put in the guidelines and say we and test you and get for send you a message or tell you say yes, you positive or negative. So this person don't go confine himself now a location. So let's say go for 3 weeks. If I go do something, you know able go do one. You don't know that place stay for 3, 4 days, 5 days. Now in 3 weeks don't ruin. So you know, so we really need for the follow up what we really promise people, you know, but that we really need for the flexible and all we have together. Say yes, this particular thing also you against me, me against you, and follow the country develop. Because when the country develops today, now we all on develop. So I'm your contribution that and I thank you so much. Huh?
Thank you very much, Omar.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. Yes, caller, you live on here. You name and side the call from, please.
This now Usman Mansari, I call from Maryland.
Yes, Usman, you get 3 minutes, sir.
My own contribution, but let me say I would what the all the launch, you know, the government don't do would tell them thank you. But waiting I'm here concerned more about the Lunge Bridge. The Lunge Bridge, I don't know if it only go meet up the same time with the airport. Because look the road where they make. I don't know exactly what the amount of money they trust for that road day, but then at 25 years today for. I don't think say reach 1 billion. What more if you go under the Lunge Bridge, where I think 1.1 billion. Where the one they invest per then if they invest something and then 2.5 then go need before they hand over the. So then they go do maybe over 50 years. Along the bridge, I still get doubts on them. I still get doubts on them. You know, so far waiting the government don't do, then launch. I mean, they don't try. They don't launch. They don't go make clock towers there, but they still get plenty things for do. And get plenty things for do. It to me, they not do no nothing. Now 1 year no more now. Like next year now, the most important year. If you see that this same gone dry, it continue next year. Well, I lost it all also. Yeah. And definitely, like I tell you no more, the Lunge Bridge, I get out on. I don't know who can take that investment for Kando and a saloon. Where if you say Oba Lunge, now like alternative, not to look the one now Waterloo, then they not get no way for balance and ball. Not all man will go Balungi, no, not all man will go to airport. No. Then if you don't bring system, say people and for inside motor car, you want to inside the car, they all for pay. No, you're not in at the wall. That kind of thing they not the nonsense at the wall. If you don't want to implement that means say you pay and toll you the person they pay the driver, they pay toll back. No, that is not another for possible. That Lunge Bridge I still get out on and trust me, AAA. Yeah. So now that number I get. Yeah.
Thank you very much,
So
Usman.
happy New Year, yes, sir.
Same to you, sir. When I start the program, I remind the government for say, do ya. We're glad for them for all the thing them where they don't do and are able for outline some of the things them where we consider delivery, even though some side and day, some of we be the question. Some side and day, some of we be the question if not been delivery or not to delivery. Well, now I want to remind them on some of the things them what they need for deliver next year. Would they be done promise we? Because for this year, there was a promise about the Lunge Bridge. And day, me and you know that one day. And I don't know, but I don't think say that Lunge Bridge day go happen this year. Like how Dr. Tambi been promised we. I know I make people in feel say when we dey talk about the bridge, I talk on the other day say me I be send a reminder to Dr. Tambi because now waiting he been say that was in November, not too long ago. They even ask and say, but this is not November. Oh. I say me we don't can talk. He say first of all, we not for believe nobody past him. This is not a reminder. I will listen to this, yeah?
Dr. Tambi, let we can now for like give you updates because I remember the last time we will be hosting you and at the time we you can talk about the launching of the Lunge Bridge project. And from that time day to now, it don't take quite some time. We don't hear rumor of certain dates them where people be don't they say now the time where His Excellency they go launch the Lunge Bridge project. So don't even see I should be go on social media. I don't know how true is that. So waiting at the current update about the Lunge Bridge, when exactly this project will start.
Thank you. You know, Lunge Bridge, all money talk about Lunge Bridge. I will not say Wakaya, and I must bring that talk there. But make I tell you one thing. By the grace of God, before this year done, we go launch the Lunge Bridge.
This is November.
Yeah, before this year done. I'll be talk say before the year done, we'll do the airport. You do the airport tomorrow. So before this year done, we'll do the Lunge Bridge.
Let we left and now so Dr. Tambi be say that was the 11th of November 2020. The reporter asked him back say, but this is November. Now I say no, I tell you say before this year done by God in power. Well maybe you want to say God in power not reach the end of it. Okay. That's one reminder. Another reminder. Something we the government launch from last year, where I think say supposed for don't be delivery na this year. Where the government take them, they run with them. For make we all glady. Say now, who say they can get we own small credit bubble in Sierra Leone. Even to waiting ECOWAS come, that was in August. Even with ECOWAS come, ECOWAS the young parliament we there for money business. We even go there back, we begin talk. So we are the first in Africa, we get this system. But today, nobody, I don't think say they no register. Nobody. Now one day, we want for us the government say, do ya? Come 2021, we need them. We really need them. You remember the other day, Naya, we'll be talking about that ID? Talk to the camera is working on it. We'll ask the people that don't tell we they own. We go now the ID office today and say, we'll go back on Monday. And go able for talk to we because the people in the salon make a lot of claim against the ID office. So they say, "Look, go back Monday." We are hopeful. Say at least Monday, somebody go there we go able for talk to the camera, or the camera go lay complain, waiting the people and say, But make I come back to the reminders them. To the government. Say next year. Do ya? The other one we want for see. The agricultural project. That big one. We forget almost 5,000 people employed. That one at Kenema. We want for see 'em. These are the ones we then we don't talk about too. Now they use for remind them. The traffic lights. As per waiting, then be informed we. Let me tell you, this year we've been supposed to see 2 pilot projects of the traffic lights. Because that thing then be June. Let me say it will take 6 months. The first 4 months, then they get that 7 days first, then they get that information. Then that information they don't get that in 7 days, then go take for they look inside 4 months how for implement. Then the last 2 months then go fix 2 traffic lights. But then be tell you saying that next year, now you go see the bigger picture. The year done the 2 when at the pilot one, we not see them. So come next year, we want to see the 2 and the bigger one them all. Remember, they said they get a new system for the bus them. So that people are not going to suffer again. I think tomorrow I go upload that video there. But that one they now for next year. So they remind them. Say come next year, they are that one on get the bus. How the bus then go to run, how we go to use card system for pay and everything. We people in the suffer too much. Imagine now here we get during the year the Motor Drivers Association president. Now in they call, now in they call say they made the government scout bus for help for cushion transport wahala for the people them. Imagine somebody where they make money per am. Now in they call say they government cow the boss. So that one day we need them. I see Shebra, they remind me for the bakery. Well, the bakery really don't go parliament. The thing now is, and because then they can run go first before then they go parliament. That's not the other issue. But the bakery is the parliament right now. The bakery the parliament. And we and done, just like how that airport been go parliament. The airport expansion we supposed to see them begin happen inside because parliament don't sit down, they don't pass her. So inside January. So some of who go for the go March, April, we for see them begin cover some areas they wouldn't for tell say that they pa walk the walk. By the airport expansion. Me, I want to see the airport too. Me, I don't talk an aya. Even the bridge, me, I want to see. I want to drive there. Because it add to infrastructure. But with the one there where the government be don't talk, I don't know if the government of Sierra Leone still they wait for the MCC money. Because that MCC money that go between the first family and Silver Blinding. Now I don't make Silver Blinding they in hiding they like it today. Because they feel to say Silver Blinding want bring the drop at that MCC money. Because now they no more able to. So maybe now the MCC money then they wait for before they themselves go talk something about this light and water who they complain for. For the healthcare, yesterday, the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, they don't send UNICEF or go buy for them. Our country powerful. We don't send UNICEF for go buy for we. So, we wait make UNICEF come on and market make them come. Then let's see waiting the added value with that $6 million we then give UNICEF go bring inside with medical na Sierra Leone. $6 million not to pick him on you. The light and the water, again, sometimes the government they wait. Then they wait for make then see how MCC they come inside. Because actually, not to 400 million. Because if you listen to the MCC person in a salon, me I don't know side then come out and go put 400 million. The money not to 400 million. It can be more than, it can be less than. Unless if now we feel to say, we nadande will go go ask for. Because it depends on the project where we delay, but even right now, they still watch we. We still for the make against, we still for the do better. But the areas them where we don't do better, and by the areas them we will fall. for the scorecard. So at the end of the day, the project where we submit, then they look and see say, oh, okay. So maybe government don't decide them and say na 400 million, na in then they submit for. So I mean they don't tell you say na 400 million. Because according to MCC person at Sierra Leone, it say not to 400 million. It can pass, it can reduce. Okay. We left that one day. We hear USAID Chief Minister say, in happy for report say the president don't succeed in fulfilling 28 of in 38 promises them. I wish the Chief Minister be outline that 28th day. Maybe na so then can they meeting and can just tell the president say, we don't do 28. So na 10 no more left. Now your doctor they talk just now about the light. Say lights don't go in campus almost time. They talk say everything forget stabilizer. The last time we did salute me and doctor, we I want hit something in a microwave, even if light day at that time. Na generator at the light. So literally I was just using generator. Na generator at the light for heat up microwave. The other time me and doctor they get conversation, I tell me say, oh no, you can use stabilizer because me not be get stabilizer first. I be don't tell na how I be want sue Edsa for me TV with them well. For me TV with them well. And doctor tell me say no, you can use stabilizer. I say because the NSF they use and they use in microwave. Lo and behold, I buy one stabilizer for a test. It work. I end up buy 3 stabilizer or 4. And it still not do. How every side you get a plug for connect something, you get for put stabilizer there. Because if you not put stabilizer, whatever you put, you know they work. For the AC, you forget it. I have to use generator. The fan, if I not put stabilizer, even when the fan be there, pass I put generator, it work fine. Without that, even to you air weak, air fresher them, they plug in one them. Imagine if you not use generator, you know they work. You go there so they burn current, but you know it smell nothing because the power not enough. Now me begin buy stabilizer then. I don't buy stabilizer till I don't left salon. When I left salon, I come out. I begin look for whose kind stabilizer. Now I go see one. I don't buy her. Follow Exploit Triple because I think I'll film that one being installed. I don't buy the stabilizer. Now 15,000 watt stabilizer. Very big stabilizer. Where according to waiting and claim, they say it'll take AC, it'll take everything. And 50,000 watt, not to pick him because they want and they buy, and just split in 2,000, 3,000, 2,000, 5,000. So they say the 15,000 watt, they take all thing. Fingers crossed because they're not cheap. And I was talking to somebody the other day, I'm like, all this money would they use for buy. If I go other side, the money how they use for buy, we can put them in something else. But to get for the buy, all for waiting, for just make we get a convenient life. Yes, somebody go say, oh, now because of who someone offend on herself. But people in they live there, will they pay council the council in tax? Will they pay? Will you not pay them sabi for kana kudomot? Who service with them they render? What's in the effect for who for? Oman na Minneapolis say if this one the body electricity for be normal, or not for be they do always too they do so. Eh? But to get for the pool money, they buy. Eh? Michael say triple then get for fix on a light to when I can go tongue and now they use stabilizer for me AC. Yeah, me I get for use every okay. Make I give one fun fact now. These are just fun facts. I'm not able to sleep without an AC. That's alone. I just not able. So every night, even if light day, I still get for light generator. So this particular day, the generator and battery decide for die. It just decide for die. But now, I don't solve that. I get that portable charger. You know, say, one thing happen, another thing is, yeah, you know, say you get that car portable charger, right, for charge battery. I don't get her now. So if I go safe now, I decide for die, I go decide for charge and that same next day. In fact, it go the charge now every day. So I know say when that kind of one thing start, it go start. Eh? Okay. Make we come back. So now the generator and battery decide for die. The car and battery, the way they fix is so complicated that I begin to work for Pull-on, but I was afraid saying, enter code and all these things. Like everything begin on, and my mind say, well, at least when you say enter code, internal generator, you want start and done. You can't find way now back for where you pull the battery and blah 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 blah. So I was like, okay. There is a neighbor where you get taxi. The neighbor get taxi. So the caretaker go there. Luckily, as they come on the neighbor they come. And in taxi they sleep down the street. They left the battery there. They get picked, they took the battery car. He meet up the night say, thank you. He say, do ya lend we battery quick make we start generator. Any man look the caretaker say, waiting, not to light this so. I say yes, he say, but there one start the generator. And I say, me no get money like Kona, blah blah blah. And the caretaker offer for get money. And I say, no, they give money. What he end up say, every night to na pass on light the generator. Light the day so una get for light generator back. Now then they tell the caretaker. So he light the day, but who the light generator? He not able to process say, you think say light go day. Then somebody they buy fuel for putting a generator for light. It's something common. Eh? And after but I never bracket them after that. Because maybe I don't see the day I the bracket them, I go ask that question there. If you don't sit down for just reason. Say, but light day, why made them people have the light generator? Eh? Because even the light way he gets, Papa God. If not for me, he not forget light. Because I come with the initiative, we come together and draw light come. Right now, me, the light's not good for me again. Because the entire area don't draw light. Before, when we put the light, I be they use me AC. I be they use AC before. But each go where I go, each go where I go, the light it drop, it worse. Each go. I know say the next time they go, the light it go don't worse now safe. Till I don't buy like the bulb them outside the security light, they don't feel stay me, I don't tire now safe. Because even the solar light them, some of them not they last. I do have them. I do get solar lights them, But so no the lights. The solar light is one thing in 1 year. So like you don't even know who's one. You know easy. You know easy. Yeah. Now make me. I can always talk and I say they go salon. The investment they will get it. The business they will do the what will get it. Now love. Now love. We get other people them. The young people like we then choose for invest somewhere else, then choose for do business somewhere else. I get a friend, they get a business. Now the Gambia, I say the less thing we want stress pan a light business. Light and water. Eh? Light and water. You say that the less than the way you want stress passive. Wait that one day. Huh? Me and Dr. Isaac with Tony. Because now we did that end day. Would they see we own? Would they see we own? But then they put that light and water. Ha. So, like I said, I don't know if now that day then they wait for the MCC money. But they are light, water. We UNICEF come, we then come market come. We go see waiting and go it for the healthcare side. Cause $6 million. Yes, equipment are expensive, but we need for get things them out of them. Michael Cook say triple. He say you expect Solomon for think critically. That's what like that today. I can't. Okay, you not go even know it happen, eh? That's why I began for sleep without AC. The next day, and not even because that battery way they make like say they die and this, I just go buy brand new battery because I'll not be able that one day again. So I solved my own problem myself. But the thing about this, the man, it was me. Yeah, you know, salon people at that time, if the man self, be they say okay, we want to start, una come, una they give me small thing. Me, I never be mind for the game and something self. Because it not be left better again for me for left. Because if you get brand new battery, and I can always why I don't left cam, the generator, the battery go see don't tear ready for go back. So definitely the battery they die. It they spoil. Because not to dry cell battery. So now so the battery then can take spoil. By the time they go back, the battery don't spoil. Then I get for buy other battery. Eh? But if him be don't say, okay, well, why the cananet una go they start the generator? If I don't go outside, they get small thing. But I see behave that way, so I just go buy me brand new battery and done. And don't say that guy wake up with the buy under Mama do jealous say triple elect bye, eh? My dear. Like I dey talk and me. I love salon to the extent that I want to make myself comfortable. I want to make myself comfortable. I don't want anything, even though the country is set up in a way that I like you want to be comfortable, then the car stress for you. What you make I can gladly forgo. What you make I like forgo because of I get me own small pan body bubble. Why I like me space. And why I didn't have me space, it's all good. I no one go salon back there, they go stress back on top the bagging. So now I make if the light they be stress at the fetter. If the water me I get well. But that particular well Leone, he just decides saying I can season I ain't get water. We see the dry season can. We see the dry season can. Soup, the water don't dry. Now they say for dig and dry season. So I don't know if you sabi somebody where they dig well, we sabi. Please make I know. That's any because any go they go for full up me tank. Now they say na 1.2 million. My own tank, 1.2 million I they pay for full up. And they run for what in like 3 weeks. Then I buy back. Hey, if I get that money there, I make me well. I get me pump, I get me water treatment. You know, don't good for me? Because the water self I need drinker. The only water we they drink na salon are grafting. By the packet and by the rubber. And I miss said they go buy another grafting place. Because I know say me and water, na problem. Me and water, na problem. So now I know myself. Jennifer Senesi say, what if you meet this salon? Finger afford for pay light bill in 2 houses. Well, hey, okay. And that is you. And they love no more 90K we go there. And we need for make them politicians, they understand, say, we're going to Sierra Leone because of the love. And make we go there. And they need for understand them. But they need, but they talk and I have us. And they make who feel one guy with say no for go. Even this passport business, so they don't go with. If you feel, say, you like for travel with outside they reside now in passport, it's well and good. Some of we, and it's alone now can work out where they go. Imagine with all the time they do so for salon. Now they go pay visa back for go salon. Think say that they correct? You think say go correct for me? I know say a lot of people can say, oh, where you go there? If you go to salon passport, if something happen, now last thing go consider. What them be ready for pull people them during COVID? Then me go ask you that call salon passport, that no call salon passport. Buddy, once you get your passport from Musa, you come out. When they ready, yeah, that help there you go get her. That one I can't talk the price. Michael Coker say AAA for construct a well. I constructed one 4 years ago because I'm 23 million. Then you can get your pump to pump the water upstream. I think 23 million, that was better. But you say 9 years ago, because they told me, they told me it was $6,000. Me not to NGO. Me not to NGO. Me not get $6,000. What's that they pull out? Omar from Minneapolis say in digging well last time and in deciding for complete time because he want deep more during the dry season. Yeah, and that's what they tell me. And saying a dry season, and saying a March. And saying a March. And saying a match for digam. Now that 10 day we don't dig. If you pull water match, you go get water all year round. So I think I have to do that. But they look for other person now because the people will be starting. Yeah, okay, the ball and say na. Me on them they don't cement and they don't na cover no more no give cover. Because I was like, why they go cover where I know say na jogging season I they get water. Ibrahim Kuruma say for help with the stabilizer in name, just go on eBay or Amazon. You type in 50. Okay, let's go watch and find. Now 50,000 watt stabilizer. It is Amazon and it is eBay. Me na eBay I get me on from. I think I just watch her again. Now 50,000 or na 50K. Okay. Now 15 kW automatic voltage stabilizer. 15 kilowatts. Big one. Go see and it is on Amazon. It is na 15 kW 220 volts. Jennifer said, say everything costs 15 million around Kisii. You mean for dig the well? Because I really need them for. Okay, I want to say thanks to Omar in Minneapolis. We go talk sir after to see how you go able to help me. Because if Dandy don't settle me, that's don't go small. Benson Kekuya, they ask, say Tripoli, what happened with the money of the diagnostic machine within the raise? Well, today again, they don't remind me because Francis Benkefala, the commissioner for ACC, don't go hand over 8 billion leons. So now we say we don't get up to 23 billion. We down one day for be waiting like $2.3 million. I think $2.3 million. Mama do say for ask Patrick in Germany. You go show the fine pump way for buy. Well, let the water come off us. Digging and plastering, that's a good price. 15 million, that's nothing. I don't spend past that safe. Because they say become me uphill. No one knows safe. That way, the past 3 people away digger. The first people and they end up now at Waterloo police station. Because they get it like in check. Get the tools they wouldn't say for buy. And then go take and go walk other side on and knock again. Second batch, I don't know. I make now they look for reliable people. Well, no say we can work, so you done the work. We start, you finish. They say from now to March. From now to March. Anyway, tomorrow we go there, but we go there very early. We go there very early tomorrow. So if you want to be part of the program, and we'll just come for 1 hour. And very early. So tomorrow down we can grumble with the Eastern Europe, can go enjoy. We know what time we can start so 6 p.m. But tomorrow we start 3 p.m. Eastern time. 3 p.m. Eastern time now they start tomorrow. For the one in the UK, 8 p.m. Now they start to. If you want there tomorrow and for just 1 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes, and a story time we want to end the year with. Story time, now we end the year with. Eh? The day 3 p.m. Eastern time. We that one day 8 p.m. UK time, then Central European time it will be on 9 p.m. And I just quick one, I'll just pull story, I'll go end the year, I'll go enter the year, be nice to one another, then we can leave. That's how I'll do one tomorrow. Okay, Michael Coker say na the early auxiliary under na midday. But I know be saying hope say Nancy go there tomorrow. I think I will go for contact time. Make a fair note. If you go there tomorrow, because I saw one end the year. Good time. Just get good talk and pull story and for 1 or 2 hours and we can go Go get to your little family time as the year they roll, eh? PSG, I don't know. PSG, I know how we did. Fatma Tenenke. I made them see. As if the world they done now Australia first, now they will go know. Also, because then, tomorrow the first game for enter. The Aussie side. Now the first game for enter. Fatma Tenenke, thank you and Happy New Year already. To all the listeners then at the Aussie side, eh? I told the car tomorrow, it go down New Year to now already. And I want shock we. Also. But also go left here today anyway. Plan for their back tomorrow. Like I said, tomorrow the time will change. Tomorrow the time will change. Oh, okay. Let me see what I want. No, need. Let me see. Need for chocolate. Arun Zurairo. Thank you, sir. Happy New Year to you too. And Happy New Year, everybody. That was chocolate and small, but we'll go there back tomorrow, yeah? Till we meet again. Triple SA. Ta-ta.